Hi everyone. Making 10 times your money, I don't think has ever been as low risk as it is right now with Bitcoin. So way back, I used to read a bunch of books about investing, I don't know, 10, 20 years ago. And one book I read was someone was talking about, the fastest way to make $1 million is to have $10,000 and find two things that go up 10x. And I thought, well, that's ridiculous. Of course, 10 times 10 times 10 turns $10,000 into $1 million. But that's the whole point. It's really hard to find things that can go up 10x in value that don't have ridiculous risk. In all the time I've spent investing and researching investing, almost never do you come across an asset that has 10x potential that is not paired with extremely high risk. And so that's the reason I don't invest in very many things, is because usually you have to take a lot more risk than it's worth in order to get the upside, and therefore it just makes more sense to invest in the S&P 500, which is an index of the top 500 US companies. And that way it doesn't matter who wins because you own a piece of all of them. But of course, in that world, you're going to maybe double or triple your money over 10 years. You're not going to 10x your money because that would take, many decades. So here's the thing about Bitcoin. There's just an epic disparity between how clear a path there is to 10 times the value of Bitcoin as compared to how low the risk is to getting to 10 times the current value of Bitcoin. And virtually everybody in the Bitcoin world would tell you it is extremely rare that you get an asset that has this level of disparity between the risk and the reward. Give me 1 second. Okay. So typically what happens is anytime you have a big upside in an asset, it comes with a lot of risk. So if somebody took Bitcoin away from me and said, Joel, you have to try to 10x your money somehow and you can't use Bitcoin, then I would say, well, I'm really stuck. Like, I don't like any of my other options. But if they forced me to pick an option, I would say, well, the next best option is probably Tesla. I told somebody recently that I thought Bitcoin has twice the upside of Tesla and half the risk. So it's a 4 times better investment. So you are lucky in that we are going through one of those transitions right now with Bitcoin, and you have the option to make 10 times your money, which is obviously not guaranteed. I just think the likelihood of making 10 times your money as compared to the risk that you invest in Bitcoin and you don't is just better than it's ever been in human history, both for Bitcoin as well as, the probability that it'll work out and with the lowest possible risk on the downside.